Have you ever wondered what it would be like if athletes played with their other hand? If suddenly your favorite right-handed athlete shot with his left? Or what if your favorite quarterback started throwing touchdowns with the opposite hand? If you've asked these questions, we're here to answer them. Welcome to this channel. Welcome to the flip side.
As Paul navigates his way around the floor, finds some space, smooth shot for Chris Paul, and Paul got below the free throw line, and that sweet touch by Chris Paul. And Chris Paul has made a living on plays like that.
City and Paul, 17-footer, trying to shake and bake and shed Capella. Nice step back.
Quite some time.
Paul off the body of House. Nice play. As Paul negotiates, got to his spot mid-range. Chris Paul around the screen. Boy, he's been making a living out of doing that. Probing for space. Pulls up for 18 feet.
Wants some action on that pick and roll. Paul, little step back, and that fadeaway is good. Paul trying to take Okafor. Steps back with that patent Chris Paul fadeaway.
2 on the timer, right at the elbow. But you watch this offense operate as Paul knocks down that mid-range.
You knew the time was running down as CP3, makes sure that the Thunder.
Paul quiets things down momentarily, lose the tip as Paul pulls up just outside the block.
Like the one we dropped off to Gallinari.
And Chris Paul, smooth stroke, right outside the elbow. Pretty play for Chris Paul. Step back, wants the shot. And Chris Paul taking over here in the last couple of minutes.
Continue to score as Mr. CP3.
Space, fading away, and he got the friendly bounce, the soft bounce.
Pick and roll game. Chris Paul.
Thinking about it, thought about a 3 instead. Gets right to the free throw line.
Shots tonight.
Speaking of tough shot, Paul was able to go away, found some space. Boy, what a move.
To go at him.
Chris Paul. Muscala. Same play this time. Paul found his stroke at the free throw line. The game here with plays like that. Getting into the lane, seeing space, holds up.
Look funny.
Chris Paul's shot doesn't look funny.
From distance, and they're coming down, attacking you.
Paul below the free throw line, answers right back with a deuce.
And that's just tough.
30,000. Chris
amazing.
Paul got to his spot at the free throw line. Now he's in the scoring column. As Paul recognizes some space, it's up to 3 instead, takes the jumper and knocks it down. Paul steps back, got it up over Carmelo Anthony. That really built the lead for the Blazers as Paul comes right back trying to keep the Thunder in it. Chris Paul got beneath the free throw line. That's an easy deuce.
His offense, they're going to make you pay the price for it.
It just seems like there is so much space.
You want to stay right close here, and that's what you do while they're backpedaling.
Paul again got to his spot.
Chris Paul nets his first deuce tonight. He'll take it.
He just throws you so many different ways. And when it's closing time,
Paul makes it 6 consecutive shots made. Got around him, steps back, fades, and got that friendly bounce. Now matched up on Towns, takes the jumper and swishes it home. That one with the shot clock winding down as Paul again carves out some space. But Chris Paul shooting keeps it going. Got to the free throw line, pulls up, and that is good. Still trailing by 1, and back on top. Chris Paul getting to his spot on that elbow. Step back, and he did that the other night, and Chris Paul.
how about that deliberation?
Got to the spot, and drills the mid-range.
Hasn't really gotten a good look.
Paul looking to get it to Adams. Instead, takes it himself.
No, he didn't.
Steps back, and how about Chris Paul? That's his first shot attempt. Paul, and he knocks it down. Paul goes to his spot, and again, Chris Paul.
Minutes at the beginning of a road trip. Paul for 2. It's a 17-point game. The foul line makes it a 10-point game.
Yeah, with the Grizzlies off the bench.
Well, you give Chris Paul that much space. He makes it look easy. There's Paul. They fell asleep on him here under a minute to go. Paul, big shot again. Number 2. As Paul, his first shot of the game. Check that, number 2. Paul, if he's got the space, but 2 screens to set him free, and it results in an easy deuce.
And step up for his team now. 3 straight games in a row.
Around Rubio,
Steps back, and there's that exact move where you put the brakes on. Screen, pulls up, and got the friendly bounce. To Paul. Paul floats it up and rattles it in. Nice play off the rim. It's Paul giving the Thunder the 1-point lead.
Shot where you had help coming down as CP hits a mid-range shot, try to figure out what they want to do, and just like that, you want a modest 4-0 run.
Brooks, and he got it to go in air, and Paul on the baseline. Wanted to give it up. Nope, takes it himself, and he got the friendly hop.
Paul left to fire, left him wide open. The grinding fadeaway is nothing but net. That was well done. Pulling up and nailing a big one. Sutter steps and fades, rips the cords. Thunder back up by 3. He knocks down another mid-range jumper.
Work the screen and roll, and Chris on the fade rips the cord. Heels playing the third in 4 nights, and the second of a back-to-back is Chris Paul over him. Still splashes the fadeaway. Knocked away by Lowry. Paul is 3, and the Thunder lead by 1. It's 96-95 Oklahoma City.